There's a strange kind of silence that follows pleasure, a moment after you finish, when your mind feels hollow, when the screen fades to black and the thing you thought would make you feel alive leaves you feeling even more numb. You tell yourself it's nothing, you'll stop tomorrow, but tomorrow comes, and you're right back at it. You open the tab, you scroll, you click, and that small electric rush, that instant hit of dopamine, whispers, "Just one more time." But here's the truth no one tells you. It was never about the thing itself. It was never about porn or the feed or the notification or the game. It was always about the feeling beneath the surface, the void you were trying to fill. Because addiction doesn't start with desire, it starts with disconnection. We live in a world built on dopamine. Every pixel, every sound, every algorithm, perfectly engineered to grab your attention and hijack your reward system. It's not random, it's designed. The more you scroll, the more it learns. The more you click, the deeper it digs, building a model of your desire, your weakness, your loneliness, until the thing that was supposed to make you feel alive ends up making you feel trapped. And it's not just you. It's everywhere. Society has become an invisible slot machine, and every swipe, every tap, every like is another pull of the lever. You might think porn is about sex, but that's the lie. Porn is about control, the illusion that you can summon pleasure without vulnerability, intimacy, or rejection. It gives you certainty, a guaranteed escape from discomfort. But here's the dark secret. Every time you surrender to it, you teach your brain that numbness is safety, that dopamine is easier than connection, that fantasy is safer than being seen. And slowly the circuit rewires. Your mind starts confusing stimulation for satisfaction. You don't chase connection anymore. You chase dopamine. That's why after hours of scrolling, watching, or gaming, you feel empty. Because your brain was tricked into believing it was living, when in reality it was only consuming. The first time you escape into that fantasy, it feels powerful. You're in control. You decide what you see, what you feel. No rejection, no awkwardness, no pain. But over time, the fantasy becomes your cage. What once felt like control now feels like compulsion. You don't choose it anymore. It chooses you. It calls to you when you're tired, when you're stressed, when you feel alone. And that's the cruel paradox of addiction. The thing you turn to for comfort is the same thing that keeps you in pain. You've probably asked yourself, why can't I stop? You tell yourself you're weak. You feel ashamed. But listen carefully. It's not weakness. It's a coping mechanism your brain built to protect you from something deeper. The pain of loneliness, the fear of rejection, the weight of unfulfilled potential. When you were younger, maybe you didn't feel seen. Maybe connection felt unpredictable or unsafe. So your mind found something predictable, something it could control. That's what porn or any addiction really is. A relationship with control. A predictable dose of relief. A world that always says yes. But here's the problem. The more predictable the pleasure, the less fulfilling it becomes. The brain craves novelty. It adapts. So what gave you a high yesterday barely registers today. And to feel the same hit, you have to go deeper, longer, darker, until the chase becomes your life. You don't even notice how much time you've lost, because dopamine has no sense of time. You open your phone for a minute, and an hour vanishes. You tell yourself you're relaxing, but your mind never actually rests. You're caught in a feedback loop, stimulation without satisfaction, like drinking salt water when you're thirsty. You keep drinking, but you're only getting thirstier. That's how modern addiction works. It doesn't enslave you with needles or powders. It enslaves you with convenience, with infinite access, with comfort. It doesn't make you hate your life. It just makes you tolerate a smaller version of it. And that's the tragedy. Not that people are addicted, but that they've forgotten what real aliveness feels like. But listen carefully. This isn't about guilt. This is about understanding. Because once you understand the trap, you can start to step out of it. You see, the brain isn't your enemy. It's not evil for chasing pleasure. It's just confused. It's been conditioned by an environment that weaponized its wiring. Your dopamine system evolved to reward survival, not stimulation. Connection, exploration, challenge, intimacy, those were its true targets. But now it's been hijacked by shortcuts. Your brain doesn't know the difference between pursuing love and refreshing your feed, between human connection and digital pixels, between being seen and being watched. But you know, deep down you've always known, that whisper inside you, the one that says, "This isn't who I really am." That's not guilt. That's your truth trying to wake you up. You were never meant to live life on repeat, to chase the same dopamine loop day after day. You were built to seek, to struggle, to create. The pain you feel right now, the restlessness, the emptiness, isn't proof that you're broken. It's proof that your soul still wants more. Because here's the paradox. The more you run from pain, the smaller your life becomes. But the moment you face it, the moment you stop numbing and start feeling, that's when you begin to heal. Quitting isn't about discipline. It's about redirection. It's about rebuilding your relationship with pleasure. When you feel the urge, don't fight it, understand it. Ask, what am I actually craving right now? Is it release or is it relief? Is it sex or is it connection? Because what you seek isn't stimulations, it's safety. And that safety doesn't come from screens. It comes from presence. Start small. Look someone in the eye when they talk to you. Go outside and feel the sun hit your skin. Move your body. Let boredom stretch out instead of filling it. At first, it'll feel uncomfortable. Your brain will resist. It'll beg for the easy hit. But remember this, discomfort is not danger.